Welcome to my algebra class. We are on chapter 3, section 5, and this is the second part, so there is no vocabulary to go over. So you need your sheet of notebook paper to begin your evens from the video. Make sure your paper is headed, skip a line, and copy the title down, and fold your paper in half. Be sure to use one line of work for one line of the paper as we do these problems. So we're on page 118 and we're doing number 32. 32 is 1/4 the quantity 20 minus 4a equals 6 minus a. So we're going to take 1/4 of everything inside the parentheses. 4 goes into 25 and 4 goes into -4, -1a, or just -a. Equals 6 minus a. Now we attempt to put the variable on one side by doing the opposite of minus a, and what happens is the a's go out and we get 5 equals 6, which is a false statement. So we know that there's no solution, no number that we put in for a will work, because we will always get 5 equals 6. Problem number 34. You have 3 times the quantity 30 plus s equals 4 times the quantity s plus 19. Use your distributive property, get rid of the parentheses. 3 times 30 is 90. 3 times s is plus 3s. On the right, 4 times s is 4s. 4 times 19 is 76. Getting the variable one side, we're going to try and keep it positive so we don't end up with a negative s. So we're going to subtract 3s from both sides. So we end up with 90 equals s plus 76. Solving for s, we need to do the opposite of adding 76, subtract it. And we get positive 14 as our solution. Problem number 36. 2 times the quantity g minus 2 minus 4 equals 2 times the quantity g minus 3. Again, we need to simplify, get rid of the parentheses. So 2 times g is 2g. 2 times -2 is -4. Bring down the minus 4. On the right side, 2 times g is 2g. 2 times -3 is -6. On the left, simplifying further, -4 and a -4 make -8. So now we have the third line, and we're going to try to get the variable on one side, and when we attempt that by subtracting 2g, we end up with a statement of numbers. -8 equals -6, and that is a false statement. So again, there is no value for g that will make that true. So no solution. Problem number 38. 3 times the quantity 2 plus v minus 4v equals v plus 16. Again, simplifying. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 times v is 3v. Bring down the minus 4v and the right side of the equation. The left side still can be simplified. A positive 3v and a negative 4v is 6 minus v. Attempting to get the v's on one side. This is positive, so I'm going to add v here, eliminating it on the left. So 6 equals 2v plus 16. Subtract 16 from both sides. It's now a two-step problem, so we're undoing addition. So we get -10 equals 2v. Divide by 2 to solve for v, and our answer, our solution, is -5. Problem number 40. 4 times the quantity 3y minus 1 plus 13 equals 5y plus 12. Simplifying the left, multiply everything by the 4. So we get 12y minus 4 plus 13, bring down the right. Simplify the left, I can add the negative 4 and the positive 13. Signs in front, so that's going to make that positive 9. The variables are on both sides. There's more of the 12y, so I'm going to try and keep things positive. I'm going to subtract the 5y from the right. So that makes 7y plus 9 equals 12. Two-step problem, undo the addition of 9 by subtracting 9. So I get 7y equals 3. Whoops, I made a mistake back here. This was 5y plus 2. So 2 minus 9 is going to be a negative 7. And then divide both sides by 7. And I get y equals negative 1. Problem 42, 5x plus 2 times the quantity 1 minus x equals 2 times the quantity 2x minus 1. Simplifying, get rid of parentheses. 5x plus 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times the negative x is negative 2x. On the right, 2 times 2x is 4x, 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. The left still can be simplified. 5x and a negative 2x is 3x. So now both sides are simplified. I have variables on both sides. Keeping things positive, I'm going to move the 3x out of the left. I'm going to subtract 3x. That gives me 2 equals x minus 2. And I solve for minus 2x. I get add 2. And I get 4 equals x. Problem 44, 4 times the quantity a plus 2 equals 14 minus 2 times the quantity 3 minus 2a. Simplifying, remove the parentheses by the distributive property. 4 times a is 4a, 4 times 2 is negative 8. On the right, a negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. A negative 2 times a negative 2 is positive 4a. I still need to simplify the right side, so bring down the left. 14 minus 6 is 8 plus 4a. So getting the variables on one side, by subtracting 4a, I've eliminated the variable completely, and I get the statement 8 equals 8, which is true. So it equals an identity, and my solution set is all the reals. Any number you put in will always get it to come out true. It will come out 8 equals 8. 46. We're in section C, so these are a little tougher. So we have 2 times the brackets, 5 times the quantity w plus 3 minus the quantity w plus 1 equals 3 times the quantity 1 plus w. So we begin by simplifying. On the left side, go inside the brackets and get rid of the parentheses. So 5 times w is 5w. 5 times positive 3 is 15. The opposite of w is negative w. The opposite of positive 1 is negative 1. On the right, 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times positive w is 3w. On the inside of the brackets, simplify further. Do not multiply by that 2 until you simplify. 5w and a negative w is 4w. Positive 15 minus 1 is plus 14. Bring down the right. Now multiply by the 2 to get rid of the brackets. 2 times 4w is 8w. 2 times positive 14 is positive 28. Bring down the right. Keeping the variable with a positive coefficient number in front, I'm going to subtract 3w from both sides. That gives me 5w plus 28 equals 3. Subtracting, undoing the addition, subtracting the 28 from both sides, I get 5w equals negative 25. Divide by 5, and my solution is w will equal a negative 5. And the last problem, 48. 3 times the quantity r plus 1 minus brackets 2 times parentheses 3 minus 2r parentheses minus 3 times parentheses 3 minus r. Try to keep everything on the left, right, really tiny. Equals 2 times the quantity r plus 5 minus 4. Okay, start eliminating grouping symbols, parentheses. We can multiply the 3 times the r plus 1. We get 3r plus 3 times 1 is 3. Minus, can't do anything with that yet. Inside the brackets, eliminate the parentheses. So 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times a negative 2 is negative 4r. Now we're on the second set of parentheses. Negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. And a negative 3 times a negative r is positive 3r. And then the brackets. On the right side, get rid of the parentheses. 2 times r is 2r. 2 times positive 5 is 10. And then you have the negative 4. So now, bring down the 3r plus 3, the minus, and the brackets. Inside the brackets, collect like terms. A negative 4r and 3r make negative r. 6 minus 9 is negative 3. On the right, we can bring down the 2r and simplify the 10 minus 4, which gives me 6. Bring down the 3r, the plus 3, and now we can take the opposite of everything inside the brackets. The opposite of negative r is positive r. The opposite of negative 3 is positive 3. And bring down the right. Collecting like terms, 3r and 1r make 4r, and 3 plus 3 makes 6. Since the 4r, there's more of that, I'm going to eliminate the 2r on the right, so I keep things positive. So I have 2r plus 6 equals 6. Subtract 6 from both sides, I get 2r equals 0. Divide by 2, and my solution is the number 0. We have some word problems, 10 of them, start at the bottom of page 118. So problem number 2, find a number that is 38 less than its opposite. So state your variable x and what it represents, the number. Translate the sentence into a math problem. Find a number, that's x, that is the verb, equals 38 less than its opposite. So that would be the opposite of x minus 38. Remember, less than, you have to translate the other way. Okay, since x is by itself, we want to eliminate the x on the right. So we get 2x equals negative 38. Divide by 2, and x equals negative 19. So negative 19 is equal to the opposite of itself, which is 19 minus 38. It works. Problem number 4, find a number that is 68 greater than 3 times its opposite. So our variable is x, it represents the number we're looking for. Translate the sentence, find a number, that's x, that is, equals 68 greater, 68 plus, 3 times its opposite, 3 times the opposite of x. So we have x equals 68 minus 3x. because 3 times the negative x is negative 3x. X is by itself here, so we want to eliminate the minus 3x here by doing its opposite, add it. So we have 4x equals 68, divide by 4, and the number is 17. So 17 is equal to 68 plus 3 times negative 17, which is negative 51. So that does give us 17. Problem number 6 says 4 times the number increased by 25 is 13 less than 6 times the number. Find the number. So x equals the number. 4 times the number would be 4x, increased by 25 plus 25 is, there's the verb, so that's equal. 13 less than 6 times the number. Since we have 13 less, that has to go after 6 times the number. So 6x minus 13. I have variables on both sides, keeping the coefficient of the number in front positive. I'm going to subtract the 4x from the left to eliminate it. So I have 25 equals 2x minus 13. Then I can add 13 to both sides to get rid of the, and do the minus 13. So I have 38 equals 2x. Divide by 2, and I get 19 equals x. And if I check it, 4 times 19 is 76, plus 25 is the same as 6 times 19. Which is 114 minus 13. So that would be 90, 101 equals 101, so it works. Word problems, you always want to check your answers, unless you have the answer in the back of the book, which makes it nice. Okay, number 8. The greater of 2 consecutive even integers is 20 more than twice the smaller. Find the 2 integers. So these are consecutive, they go up by 1. X equals the first integer. And x plus 1, they go up by 2. It's an even. X plus 2 equals the second even integer. The greater of the 2, so x plus 2 would be the greater of the 2, is equals 20 more, 20 plus, twice the smaller. And x is the smaller, so plus 2x. Keeping the coefficient number in front positive, so we're going to eliminate the x on the left by subtracting it. So we have 2 equals 20 plus x. Then subtract the 20 from both sides. To solve for x, we get negative 18 equals x. So negative 18 is the first even integer. The next one, remember, negative numbers get bigger as they get smaller. So you add 2 and negative 16 is the next. And you can check it. X plus 2 would be negative 16 equals 20 plus 2 times x, which would be negative 32. Excuse me, negative 36. So it works. And the last problem, number 10. Dion has 6 steel balls of equal mass. If she puts 5 of them in one pan of a beam balance and 1 ball at 100-gram mass in the other pan, the pans balance each other. What's the mass of each ball? So x equals the mass of 1 ball. The equation is the picture. You have 5 of them in one pan, so 5x, and it balances equals x, one of them, plus 100 grams. Getting the variable on one side and keeping it positive, we will eliminate the x on the right. So we get 4x equals 100. Divide by 4 to solve for x, and x equals 25. So the mass of 1 is 25 grams. That concludes the evens. Make sure that you check your answers to the odds as you do each problem. Get help as you need it.